Oh, Spuddy, my buddy, up in the window, acting like a big dog. Spuddy, my buddy. Here's a metaphor I'm talking about right here. It's exactly the point I'm trying to make. That fell out. RVs are moving down the road 60, 70 miles an hour on, you know how the highway system is now, especially I-10. And everything's shaking and rattling, moving all over the place. That causes problems. This cabinet door here and this glass right here fell out. As I open it like this glass virtually fell into my arms. And I came up with something that I think might work. I'm going to try it anyway. This is a roll of Eternabond tape, and you can see that it's just messed up. I think I can use it to put that glass back on, and I'm going to use it kind of like a putty, then put a couple of screws behind it. I think this will work. Just about everything you can imagine on this RV. It's just about every day something breaks. I want to show you this. Now I've got my couch covered up with a sheet because Spud likes to jump up there. You see this stick right here? When I'm traveling down the road, this thing comes out like this. Just every time you turn a corner, in and out, in and out. I've tried various ways to do this. The latch doesn't work. Very common in these RVs. Now, how do I get to this latch? I've got to somehow get back behind here and get to this latch so it won't do that. I've tried putting jamming things in here. I've tried straps. Nothing seems to work. So I came up with this idea. I take this stick I made, screwed it and glued it, just like this, right down in there. Now it won't come out. And it holds it in there quite well. And I'm going to use it kind of like a, take it. I didn't have to spend any money on it. Everything I needed, I had on hand. It's good enough for me. It's in there quite well. See, it's okay. That'll work. Gravity is my helping hand. They're done. It's not perfect, but neither am I. This AC outlet fell out. This is a special part. I'm going to replace it with a regular residential outlet. It just broke. For no reason, it just broke. I plugged something in and it just broke. It was just too wet and cold and windy to go out and work on that vacuum flush system. I certainly will be doing that next time, though, probably next time anyway. If you are going to live full-time RV, I can tell you this, be most helpful if you're good with your hands, if you're good with tools, if you're good with mechanics. Every time you take one of these into an RV repair shop, it's $1,000. And one other thing while we're talking about oil changes, this is a V10, a Ford V10 engine in this. This RV is about this high off the ground, at least that high. It's easier to change the oil in this RV than it is a regular passenger car because it's just way up. You just crawl under there, unscrew the thing, drain it, and put 7 quarts in here. Don't go to these RV repair shops and pay these people $300. That's what they're going to ask you for. But I want to give you one more hint real quick. Like, if you intend to buy an RV, I bought an RV not to live in full time. I bought a 2009 Winnebago motorhome, 36 footer, loved it. And then I traded it off for this one. We wanted a motorhome and RV just for weekends, maybe holidays, and just go camping for a week at a time somewhere. We got our new motorhome back to the house. We decided how we're going to do this. What we ended up doing was camping in our driveway the first night. Had a beautiful home in Hot Springs, Arkansas, right on the lake. And we just parked it right there in the driveway. We stayed all night long. We were in and out, running in and getting things. We didn't know what we needed. But one thing you are going to need, or you should have, you or somebody who's with you, really good with their hands. And the last thing I want to tell you about RV living, it's not necessarily cheap. This machine at today's gas prices costs 75 cents a mile to push it down the road. In order to go 100 miles, it costs $75. 100 miles. There's something about being free here. I just feel so free. I can go anywhere, anytime I want to. So we'll work on that vacuum flush system next time. But here's one last thing I want to share with you. Work camping here at this Utah State Park. We get full hookups, free ice, free firewood. Well, it comes with it. And they don't overwork you here. I think it's an excellent way to live. There are work camping jobs all over this country that you can do. I tell you what you do. Go on Facebook and look under work camping or camp host groups, and you can get yourself a job and go stay there all over this country every season. Summer, we're in Utah. Winter, at this point, we're going to be back in Arizona. But you can be a work camper and travel all across this country, and all it's going to cost you is to travel to get from point A to point B. We are virtually rent free, and what we have to do is get services. Typically, it's around 24 hours a week. Now, I'm an old man, but I have to tell you something right now. I can stand on my head for 24 hours a week. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to subscribe. I hope you got something out of this video. It's more than a repair video. It's more about what to expect living full time. Things are going to break. If you know how to fix them, it's going to be much better for you. You will benefit greatly knowing how to fix things on your own. Get yourself some good tools. We have some more videos coming up. It's a lot of fun. You take care, and you be sure to keep peace in your heart. Hey Spud, you want a cookie? Okay, one cookie for you. One cookie, baby. You don't need a lot of sugar. None of us do. Okay.